Shaboom. Yo, 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 what's up? It's Lucky Bamboo. And I'm here to teach you how to own the noobs in the Dota 2 the only way I know how. There's plenty of people out there that can teach you the skills, but what I'm about to teach you, I think, is way more important. Control S. How to be PM all day in D.O.T.A. .docx, where we're going to put it on a desktop. Bam. So just Control S. And I think we'll just start with the 4 pillars. This is one of them. One place to start. Your 4 pillars. Or maybe I like to call them focus 4. Just the 4 areas of life. Like in the beginning of life. That you all you really need to focus on is your physical, your mental, your social, and spiritual. There ain't anything more to that. I do think some people wonder, it's like, okay, what about financial? Where's money? Well, it goes right here. And mental. You know, financial goes here. Why? Because, well, it's actually both. Financial is actually mental and spiritual. Right? Tony Robbins like to say, business is a spiritual game. It's all about right? Good book says, give and it will be given unto you, press down. And what is it? Give and will be given unto you, press down, shaken together. Bam. Your social. This is like number 2, number 3. Number 2 slash number 3. Want it to be 2 or 3. So number 2 or 3. Life predict in your life prediction of happiness. There we go. And life prediction of happiness, like, the crazy thing is, number 1 is how you interact with strangers you may never see. So an example of that would be, let's buff these up. Bold, bold, you, boop, 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 you, center, and just 12. How about that? How to be PMA all day in D.O.T.A. Socials number 2, number 3 in your life. Prediction of happiness. Number 1 is how you interact with strangers you may never see again. So the example is, do you ask the cashier how their day is going when you check out? Think about it. It's like, basically, are you nice to strangers? That is actually the number 1. Number 1 is how you interact with strangers you may never see. Oop, oop. Just pull that whole thing. The checkout guy you see probably often, but sometimes, like, if you're just checking out in the middle of nowhere, you know, like you're going on a road trip and you're getting gas and you just ask the guy, like, paying for some gas, and you're like, hey, how's it going? How's your day going? And you just have regular banter, like, oh, it sucks. And it's like, work day. A lot of what I get is like, day's almost over, or living the dream. Physical, easy. Exercise, bam. Mental, it's like, I don't know. How do you exercise your brain? You exercise your brain. We can underline this, and we can, let's see, we'll underline this, and exercise. Yeah, so let's go to this and just checking to see if anybody's even viewing. Go Baka, SEO, health, regulation, chips, divorce, money. What lessons? This is what your relationships are worth in dollars. Okay, having a better social life. I really like this post. It's one of my favorite posts. Seeing friends found by unemployment, divorce, death of a spouse, by comparison. What is the best bet? Daniel Gilbert. Okay, health. So if you want to play real life Monopoly, your health, your social life, your marriage. Look, health, you are so important. Let's see, your health is worth $463,000. Boop, boop, boop. Your health is worth, bam, bam, $463,000. And 463,170 bucks per year. Unemployment. Let's see. By comparison, your health is worth 463. Improvement has one of the largest effects on life satisfaction. A move from having a very poor health to having an excellent health is worth around an extra 300,000 euros a year. Let's go to your social. $131,232. So it's like your friends. That's what your good friends are worth. 131,000 times 131,000. This is 232. 232, right, per year. So maybe just highlight this in green. Do that. Highlight in, okay. I don't like that. Can I choose a color? Alright, whatever. 463,000 per year. Okay. Where's the highlight? Okay, there's highlighter. What else is there? Happy marriage, 105K. Boop, boop. Social. A happy marriage is 105, 130 per year. I don't know how it comes up with this, but it's pretty good. Right, how to be PMA all day in D.O.T.A. 4 pillars, focus 4. I guess the first thing you would say is learn to take care of yourself. Right, the book says love your neighbor as you love yourself. Right, this assumes that you love yourself. And then period. In some cases, don't love other people as you love yourself, because you don't treat yourself right. So learn to treat yourself better. Period. This is all about PMA. It's the psychology part, right? D.O.T.A is 80% psychology, right? Mental, and 20% skill. And I got this. D.O.T.A is 80% mental and 20% skill. This is just Pareto Principle. Pareto. Is it 2 T's? So we just go like this. Let's learn some more. Pareto. Oh, Pareto. Pareto distribution, 80,020. The Pareto Principle states that for many outcomes, roughly 80% of consequences come from 20% of causes. Other names for this principle are the 80-20 rule, the law of the vital few, or the principle of factor scarcity. So, what that means is you can get 80% of your results in Dota just from the mental, and 20% actually comes from how you micro, things like that. Right, bam, right. 80%, let's see, 80% of the game is how you think about it, right? How you PMA all day in D.O.T.A, right? And 20% is how you micro, how you last hit, how you pull, how you ward, how you communicate in game, right? Everything you need to focus on, you think you focus on is actually the small part. The hard part is always the part. And the way to activate, alright, let's do this. Control B U. Should we do pop this to 12? Do something like this. So you should learn to take care of yourself. That's how to be PMA all day in D.O.T.A, right? You love your neighbor as you love yourself. This assumes you love yourself. In some cases, don't love other people as you love yourself because you don't treat yourself right. So learn to treat yourself better. Dota is 80% mental and 20% skill. That's just the Pareto Principle. 80% of the game is how you think about it, right? How you PMA all day in D.O.T.A, like what you think your allies are doing and how it affects you. The effects? Right, most of the time it has nothing to do with you. Most of the time it has nothing to do with you. And you should probably just play with chat. That's PMA. Step number 1. No incoming chat. You can win without having to talk to anybody, but you do need some good communication. And everything you communicate should be good. So what were we looking at? Oh, there's my caps lock. This, how to be PMA, and to take care of yourself. What was it? Most of the time it's nothing new with you. You should probably just play with no incoming chat. When you do that, hit the settings gear button, options, social, allow chat, no incoming chat. I usually play with no incoming chat. I'll turn it back on at the end of the game, but usually not because nobody has anything good to say at the lower levels of Dota. I've been playing Dota for a really long time, right? I've been playing online games since I was 9 years old, and nobody has anything good to say. It's just a freaking roller coaster, okay? Video games, it's just a roller coaster, and you need to learn how to ride it and just get off if you need to. So physical exercise, your health is worth 463,170 per year to you. And I think, what is the minimum? Let's start there. What is, pretty sure it's 30 minutes of walking per day. What is the minimum? What does Tim Ferriss call it? Minimum viable something? So Tim Ferriss minimum effective dose. Effective dose of working out. Let's see. Tim Ferriss minimum of, what is the minimum effective dose? My Tim Ferriss. Okay, what does she say? Is simply the smallest dose that would produce a dire outcome, and anything beyond the med is wasteful. For example, water at 100 degrees Celsius at standard air pressure. Water is not more boiled. Okay, I know. It's more time and resource efficient to know the med for actions required to trigger removal. The same goes for weight loss. just 80 seconds to make sure my hips don't get bigger. No problem. Deep squats. No, she's not. The 6th minute, why minimum effective dose doesn't work. She wrong. But I think 30 minutes, 1 hour of walking, 5 days per week. How much should you? That's not what I care. So it shouldn't be altered that walking can be integral to maintaining good health. The Center of Disease says that adults should get about 150 minutes of moderate intensity activity per week, which works out to 30 minutes of walking 5 days per week. Bam. There you go. Your health is worth to you. Exercise. But that ain't even the most important part. Most important part is eating. Volume. Abs are made in the kitchen. That's what my friend told me in the Air Force, and he looked like freaking Captain America. CPT America. Oh. America. Captain America. So my friend told me. Abs are made in the kitchen. So basically, and I've been to lots of events, but the only thing that's coming to me right now is bread and Bouchard. And basically eat 3 salads a day. That's what he said. So basically eat more leafy greens. Try to have a salad at every meal. Yes. Breakfast too. Or you can have a drinkable salad. Or you can have a drinkable salad. Smoothie. That is my go-to. It is my favorite. AKA smoothie. Exercise. So we have the minimum here. 150 minutes of moderate intensity activity per week. Boom. So exercise. Walk at least 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week. It's just a starting point. Y'all could probably do way more than this. Okay, so that's your physical, right? That's pretty built out. Like, what do you need to do? What area do you need to focus on, and what do you need to do? Mental. How do you exercise your brain? Read. That's about it. Read. Right? Good book says, get wisdom. Because wisdom is more precious than rubies, silver, and gold. Silver and gold. Why? Because if you have the knowledge of how to make $1 million and you lose $1 million physically, you still have the knowledge to make $1 million. So what's more important? The wisdom, the know-how of how to do it, or the actual physical, right? Because if you think about lottery winners, it's like the statistics crazy. It's like lottery winners in 5 years or less, 99% of them are back in the same position they were 5 years ago before they even won the lottery, right? So lottery winners are back in the same position or worse 5 years after they win the lottery. Right? It's even worse because they have to go to therapy to deal with it. Like, oh my goodness, for 5 years life was so good, everything was flying high, and they go to support groups like lottery winning support groups and things like that. It's not like Jim Rohn said it best, like, if you get $1 million, best you become a millionaire, otherwise you lose it. So let's see, something like this. If you get $1 million, best become a millionaire before you lose it. What do you say, like, when it's not really, like, I'm thinking it's like abbreviated but not abbreviated. Jimra, whatever. I'm gonna put his name there because that's kind of how I remember it. not, I guess just put not exact. Okay. Because wisdom is more precious than ruby, silver, and gold. And I'm just going to talk about that right here. Mental, like anything can go into your mental. Like, how else could you exercise it? By playing chess, by playing video games, by just going through stress and coming out on the other side stronger, like exercising, right? All of these things are intertwined. You can also exercise your mental and your spiritual. Like, if you go to church and you want to volunteer and you go through stress, like you wake up at 6 in the morning on a Saturday when most people are sleeping in, and yet you go and you go help out and you feed some homeless people, it's like, boom, you know, you're growing your mind. Like, how can I do something difficult? Right? How can I do something difficult and succeed, basically? How can I do something difficult and succeed and be proud of myself? Right? And be proud. Boom. So I would say that's really how you get your mental up. So first we got physical, eating, exercise, mental, reading. Boop. And how can I do something difficult and succeed? And I just wanted to put this here, get wisdom, because wisdom is more precious than ruby, silver, and gold, because people are aiming for the wrong thing. Like, good book also says something like, oh no, I don't want to mess this one up because this one's good. Don't look at me because surely it will sprout wings and fly away like an eagle. Proverbs 23:5. Cast but a glance at riches and they are gone, for they will surely sprout wings and fly off to the sky like an eagle. I can't even. I'm just gonna bloop, 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 copy. Put this right here. Blank that. Shablonk. Boom. So we're gonna put this in the mental right here. Get wisdom. Put it right here. That's a good spot for it. And keep text only. Okay. Cast but a glance at riches, and they are gone, for they will surely sprout wings and fly off to the sky like an eagle. So don't focus on the money. This is why, like, financial is not part of your 4 pillars or your focus 4. It's not, because cast but a glance at riches and they are gone. It's a spiritual game because let's just bounce over here. Right? Business is a spiritual game. It's all about who can give the most value. Give and will be given unto you, pressed down and shaken together and running over. So if you're trying to get money, you really can't focus on that at all in any way whatsoever. You get what you get and you don't throw a fit. But there is a way for achievement. So I guess we'll just go spiritual, business. So I guess if you're wondering, I feel like most people wondered, business, right? How you make money. How you make money. You have a product or service. Oh wait, this one's easy. Business. Tony Robbins says all business is marketing and innovation. That's it. Marketing and innovation. So let's go here. Boom, boom, boom. Define innovation. Innovation, the action or process of innovating a new method, idea, product, etc. So it's basically just making something better, making something new and better, coming up with something completely new and better. Boop, boop, boop. It's marketing and innovation. So you need a good product or service, right? That is new and better than it ever was before. Service is new and better than ever. Then you need to be able to market it, right? Ads. Back in the day, those newspapers. Let's just talk about it. Now we got FB ads, right? Boom. You have FB ads. Google ads. Now, if you're watching this, you're probably thinking that you might want to become a gamer. So you do, like, if you want to be gaming professional, gaming pro, let's try that. Gaming pro, the product is you. Product slash service is you. And right, you've just got to become the best. You've just got to become the best. I don't know how else to say. You got to hone skills to your maximum potential, right? Because that's what a gaming pro is. The product or service is you, and you got to become the best at whatever it is that you do, whatever game you decide to play. You've got to become the best. Remember when I said it's like 80% mental, 20% skill? That 20% skill, you've got to have it on lock. Like, it's got to be automatic for you, like a habit. Like, you're so good that you don't even have to think about it. Like, you're so good you can play a game and tie your shoes at the same time, right? And then the 80% mental part is just the part you're going to struggle with all your life. Like, how to, handle stress under immense pressure. Like, I was just listening to Michael Phelps talk about it. Like, he was like, after I won my first medal, my first gold medal, I couldn't sit on that old win. I had to throw it back in my mind, put it in the past, so that I could focus on my next race, so I could focus on my next race, so that I could become a 2-time, a 3-time, a 4-time gold medal Olympian. So you've got to become the best. So if that's the product or service then you got to be able to market yourself. Right? Boom. Then you got to be able to market yourself, right? So in Dota, the way we're doing that is by putting yourself on the leaderboards. In Dota, you just got to get good at the game, then like you're good at the game, like I don't even know what to say. Pros start showing up at like 200, so like top 200 immortal, right? I mean, pros play with like rank 500, so you got to get good at the game. Like top 200 immortal. Then you've got a network. Get the word out there about your skills. If you think you want to become a streamer, it's the same thing. You got to get good at the game. Or actually, streamer is probably different. You have a different set of skills as a streamer, right? You got to be a good speaker. It's actually interesting. So entertaining, right? Or education. You can do it either way. Education. Good speaker, entertaining, educational. You may not even have to be the best, right? You could just be entertaining, like El Wono or who's the other guy? Crazy people, right? Then you've got to go on Twitch. Market yourself, right? And good marketing is every day. Good marketing is a good message every day. Good message to a good audience every day. That's what it is, right? Success is daily. Success is daily. It does not happen in a day. Bam. For that. So we have your social. So that's a long thing about money, but it all falls under mental and spiritual. It's like it's both. The spiritual part of money, I would say, the spiritual part of money is your mindset, right? Is your mindset. It's your get up and go every day. Every day. I was listening to Michael Phelps, right, in the same talk, and he was saying that there were days where he didn't want to wake up and that he would be fighting with his coach, and there were things that he would do on purpose to make his coach mad. So it's basically, right, discipline. 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 I don't even know what to say. Boom. Spiritual. Discipline. 14. Enter. Bam. Hold. Underline. That's it. I don't even know what to say. Hold on. Back to 11. Discipline. The things of the spirit are usually things that are your character. Spiritual is like character traits. Like, are you honest? Are you kind? Are you kind? Whatever. Kind, nice, funny. Like, the intangibles are what? Oh, intangibles are your spiritual nature. Spiritual nature. And so you want to grow these things. Like, if you wanted, let's just say, how to be PMA, part of having a good attitude is just being disciplined about it, right? You know you'll have a better attitude if you work out and eat right, because a lot of your attitude is focused on this physical eating and working out. Then as you become smarter, things don't stress you out as much. You can handle problems easily. Like, I remember when I was in the military, most things, sometimes I feel like a lot of things are just easy for me because I read a lot. And it's like easy to take different ideas from different places. And I'm not saying I'm so smart. All these other people are smarter than me. I just took their ideas, looked at my problem through the lens of this idea, and was like, oh, that's easy. You solve it this way. But what's crazy is you could look, you yourself as one person could look at the problem from a different lens and come up with a completely different solution and be like, no, this is actually how you solve it. You as one person can do that. That is what you can bring to the table, is your perspective. And that takes discipline. And if you're honest with yourself and you're kind and you're nice to yourself, like what I said right at the beginning, learn to take care of yourself. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. This is the important part. As you love yourself. Bold, highlight, in yellow. Underline, italics. Oh, wait. Underline. Bam. Right? That's how you PMA all day in D.O.T.A. And these are the things that really matter at the end of the day, right? If you want to PMA all day, you need to think about, sounds crazy, but your death. It's like, if you really want to PMA all day, D.O.T.A, you need to think about your death. It's from 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. You need to think about, it's like, think about the 3 most important people in your life and what you would like them to say at your funeral. What do you want people to say about you after you've left this world? Right? I want to say that he was hardworking, right? Disciplined. That he was nice. He was kind. She was hardworking. She was disciplined. She was nice. She was kind. She was loving. She was funny. You know. She was graceful. Even a guy. She was graceful. Like, they knew how to. They looked sharp. Looking sharp. That's what, like, they looked at you. Right? Looked sharp. Just think about that. What do you want to say about you? And that will show you why all of this is worth it. It's like, why do you even want to do this? Why do you want to take care of your physical, your mental, your social, and your spiritual? It's because I want people to say good things about me after I'm gone. I'll be like, this guy was the best dang Dota player there ever was. How to PMA all day in D.O.T.A. Okay? I think that's about it. That's all I got. So if you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe. Maybe I can make some more. Help you guys out. Peace out. Don't forget, like, comment, and subscribe if you like this kind of material. And just think about it. Post in the comments. Who do you want to be? What do you want people to say about you? And why is that important to you? If you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe. Peace out, y'all. Remember, you are amazing and you deserve the best in life. Chublink.